High-ranking global elites will continue dying in unprecedented numbers, according to Mel Gibson, who warns that the season of the Illuminati blood sacrifices has arrived, and the old guard of the global elites are in the process of being slaughtered like cloven-hooved beasts. We've seen an extraordinary number of high-ranking global elites pass from this earth to the next in recent times. Queen Elizabeth, David Rockefeller, Henry Kissinger, and most recently Lord Jacob Rothschild himself. According to Gibson, these elites are returning to their demonic form in order to better support the Antichrist from the lower realms, as he assumes the position on the world's throne as the King of Kings. If Gibson is correct, Francis, Soros and Schwab are next in line to pop their clogs. But it's not all good news. The devil is not even bothering to hide anymore, and yet people still want to believe that he doesn't exist. Before we dive in, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join the People's Voice Locals community to join our incredible community and support the channel. Where is Kate Middleton? It's safe to say that something very strange is taking place at the highest echelons of occult globalist power. At the weekend, we had the viral video of the two black horses and the one white horse with the colours covered. While the mainstream media tried to convince the masses that there was an innocent explanation for the event, those who understand the royals' connections to the occult knew that it was a sign that something very important was about to happen at the very top of the Illuminati power hierarchy. As it turns out, they were right and the mainstream media were wrong, again. The very next day, Lord Jacob Rothschild himself, international financier and key figure in the Rothschild dynasty, was pronounced dead. Chalk this one up as another win for the so-called conspiracy theorists. According to the mainstream media, Lord Rothschild, who enjoyed posing in front of paintings of Satan with Marina Abramovich and other occultists, was just a bumbling old man, whose family happened to define various periods in financial history and bankroll social and economic upheavals, not to mention bankrolling both sides of every major war since the days of Napoleon. Lord Rothschild also boasted that his family were instrumental in behind-the-scenes negotiations that resulted in Great Britain's Balfour Declaration, pledging to establish a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine in 1917, which later led to the creation of Israel. The creation of the State of Israel was a crucial moment in the New World Order history that they don't teach you in school textbooks or history degrees. A letter written by Albert Pike in 1871 predicted both the First and Second World Wars and claimed that there'll be a third global conflict involving the State of Israel, which didn't exist at the time. Albert Pike was a 33rd degree Freemason occultist Grand Master and creator of the southern jurisdiction of the Masonic Scottish Rite Order, as well as a Satanist. According to Pike, the Third World War must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences caused by the agentur of the Illuminati between the political Zionists and the leaders of Islamic world. The war must be conducted in such a way that Islam and political Zionism mutually destroy each other. Make no mistake, the Rothschilds are New World Order royalty. Who else gets to poke the future King of England in the chest? So what's really going on here? After this quick break, we'll explain why all is not as it seems, and the elite are clearing the way for something much darker and much more powerful. But first, an important word from our sponsor. Are you interested in reaching a large and growing audience? The People's Voice offers a unique opportunity to promote your brand to an audience of millions of engaged viewers. If you would like to sponsor or advertise on our show, please email sponsor@thepeoplesvoice.tv. Lord Jacob Rothschild's death wasn't the only peculiar incident to follow the highly symbolic pageantry of the White Horse in Whitehall last weekend. Earlier this week, Prince William pulled out of an important event for the royal family, with no further explanation given. This is very unusual behaviour for a senior royal, much less the heir to the throne, who has never been known to break royal etiquette in the past. Meanwhile, Kate Middleton hasn't been seen in public since December the 25th. Not a peep. Then, on Tuesday, it was announced that a senior member of the royal family with links to global finance had been found dead at his residential address in the Cotswolds. While the royal family have kept the details of Thomas Kingston's death private, family statements suggest that the son-in-law of the Duke of Kent took his own life. This is noteworthy because the Duke of Kent is considered to be the most powerful Freemason, not just in England, but one of the most powerful in the whole world. The son-in-law appears to have been deeply involved in the family business, having worked for a connected global finance company called Volton Capital Management. Take a look at the occult imagery on the company's website. Why did these highly ranking royal Freemasons, whose website is peppered with highly suggestive occult imagery, name their company Volton Capital Management? Voltan was a Mayan god, and part of the worship of him was, you guessed it, human sacrifice. There is nothing that arouses the elite quite like human sacrifice. King Charles's first wife, Princess Diana, warned her butler in the moments before her death that Charles was plotting to murder her and make it look like a car accident. the ultimate human sacrifice. Now we have Kate Middleton completely missing from the public eye, King Charles's cancer declaration, Jacob Rothschild dead, Duke of Kent's son-in-law dead, Henry Kissinger dead, David Rockefeller dead, all in the wake of Queen Elizabeth's funeral, the most blatant and shameless occult event in the last 100 years. As Mel Gibson explains, this is simply a demonic changing of the guard, making way for something much more dark and powerful, the Antichrist and the New World Order. Along with Lord Rothschild, the old god are now departing en masse to the demonic realms of the lower astral, to be welcomed home by their fellow demons who've been manipulating human society for eons. A demonic changing of the guard, for now, making way for something much more dark and powerful, the Antichrist himself. According to Gibson, the Illuminati elite have gone into overdrive in recent years, promoting their evil agenda on the world stage, preparing humanity for the next stage of their Luciferian master plan. Explaining that he's met Prince William twice, and the heir to the throne always has demonic entities trailing along behind him, Gibson also claims that William has already taken up the role behind the scenes, and this fact is an open secret among the global elite. Gibson is far from the only member of the entertainment industry elite dropping hints about the Illuminati's plans. Insiders are coming forward with shocking information more than any other time in history. Celebrities are breaking down, exposing their mind control. Others, like Gibson, are hinting to associates about what they know. The evidence against the global elite is damning and continuing to grow. Here at The People's Voice, we are determined to continue shining a light on the agenda of the global elite, but we need your help. Subscribe to the channel, tell your friends and family about us, and join the People's Voice Locals community for exclusive and uncensored content. We can't do it without you.